Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a scene for DC Changeling venue. Although it's going to be cross venue for the game, it is a primarily Changeling plot. There has been a rash of missing girls in the city, and there has been reports that there may be Fey involvement involving this string of missing young women. It was reported that one of the girls was seen in the Goblin Market, one of the missing girls. So the king has been looking for aid in getting this case solved up, especially since it's coming up on time where, by investigative reasoning, another one might go missing. So Fiona, hearing the hue and cry for adventure, volunteered herself, and Harry was basically told about the adventure through, we should say, a close associate. But so they were told to meet with Dominic Harlow, the Vernal Advocate, the person that the case has been turned over to, at a bakery which is called A Little Sin in French. Sorry, I cannot say that, and I'm not going to try to butcher and insult France by saying it. It is Fey friendly. It's generally assumed that it's okay to speak openly in the place. And Dominic will basically come inside wearing a pea coat over a gray shirt with jeans, actually, today, to meet with and get to know these two better to see if the investigation is something he thinks they can handle. So, have your characters already arrived, or is he waiting for you?
Fiona definitely looks the type that tries to wait and instead gets impatient and comes early, like uncomfortably early. So she actually does not get coffee. In Fiona's own words, I can know what it's like to see me on coffee.
The world could not handle it.
A little bit. So she kind of is just drinking like caffeine-free frappuccinos if they have those.
They can, yes.
Okay. Yes, she has one of those, and she's just kind of sipping one, fidgeting like a lot.
Sorry, didn't mean to enter that. Okay.
Harry would have shown up about 5 minutes before the allotted time to get there, and he would have grabbed some coffee. Were they given descriptions of like who they were supposed to meet, or was it just kind of like a name?
Name? Because let's be honest, Dom can be stupid sometimes.
Okay, so he's just gonna be kind of looking around, looking really weird. Coffee.
Fiona, if you want, you can give me a wit empathy roll.
We'll do it. I got a single.
You got a single?
Yep, single success.
You notice that there's a fellow who definitely is definitely looking around as though he is looking for someone else.
Does this man happen to look exactly like John Constantine from the TV?
So, no.
Oh my god.
If I have to pause again, I swear to God.
Well, that's a yes. Harry will. There's a black woman, pretty attractive with dreads, leather jacket, jeans, and combat boots, just kind of sitting cross-legged, sipping a frappuccino. When he looks away and turns back around, she's in another spot, but funnily closer to him. And this continues to happen until she is directly in front of him.
He's gonna look at her and just kind of say, "You seen that video of a cat? It was like on YouTube and Facebook and stuff, where like the owner would turn their head and the cat would steadily get closer because they were trying to like steal their owner's food. And then like at the end of the video, he turned back and the cat was like eating his food."
She sips her oddly colored frappuccino and says, I don't go on YouTube that often, nor do I go on Facebooks very often.
Yeah, I can understand that.
However, I'm very mad that Constantine was canceled. I hope to see you again in another show.
Okay. Let's look and say, I mean, roles in like, I had a little Flash, I believe. I get them confused.
It was actually Arrow.
Yeah.
I got you. I can understand how all those shows kind of blend together for you, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, totally. And he is just blatantly lying. It's not even hard to tell.
She is assuming that he is lying so that way the paparazzi doesn't attack him in the streets.
Oh my god. I should have made this character a mage. I should have fucking made him a Moros. God damn.
Yeah, you really should have.
I really should. But I had Seeker here already.
Johnny, did Donati give Fiona like a description of the dude that she was going to be beaten up with?
Yeah, he said like himself, except his hair is longer.
Okay.
Tell me that's not a lie.
You know, that's fair. Is that homeboy right up in the coffee shop?
He's walking in.
Okay.
Yeah, so he'll walk in, kind of look around for a moment, notice Fiona actually, and come over. He's one of those people where, again, it really looks like he could get very violent with you very fast, but never touch you.
Okay.
He just kind of has that look where it's just like, it's like worse than resting bitch face. He just doesn't look happy.
That's fair.
And he'll kind of come over. But the funniest thing is when he speaks, he actually has a very pleasant voice.
Okay, then.
He'll smile at the both of them, and give them a kind of polite nod, and I'll say, "Are you Fiona and Dominic?" No, that's me. Sorry, he wouldn't have said it like that. I'm sorry. It's looking at his name. Are you Fiona and Harry?
Harry will give a thumbs up and then take a sip of his coffee.
Yeah, I'm Fiona. And she'll look to Harry and wink almost as if she's in on some kind of joke right now.
He'll return the wink.
He'll sit down. He's just looking at Harry.
Harry's just gonna wave.
Okay, but I need a young priest and an old priest.
Wait, what?
You play on the Constantine thing.
Oh my god.
He'll just shake his head. He'll shrug. I've been told I look like the Swedish model, but I don't know what anybody's talking about. So, on to more dark and macabre things. He'll kind of tick off on his fingers, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 girls missing.
Fiona was about to raise her hand to ask a question, but she decides that's not a good time and decides to go into serious mode.
He'll look over.
And she'll ask, so is there a place we can sit down to discuss things, or would you rather just do it here?
We can discuss it in moderation here, but I can take you back to the station.
It's up to you.
I have an office there. I am a,
All right.
I am a out of game. I'm fucking forgetting what they're called now. Liaison.
Okay.
So I have an office at the police station.
Mhm.
I just wanted to make sure this was something you guys could get into. You guys thought you could handle. I'm not trying to be rude, but again, there's 7 missing girls, and I have no idea what state they're going to be in. This isn't a safe space, trigger warning kind of thing.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, I know you're a private investigator, apparently. He'll kind of point over to homeboy. But I'll look at Fiona. I don't know your threshold. Are you dead?
I think he may have dropped.
It's like I keep minorly hearing her. Maybe I'm just hearing her in my dreams.
Oh. Okay, you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. No. Are you there, Kim? It's me, Margaret.
Oh, Margaret, I did not hear a word that you guys just said. It was something about we're going to a new office, and then the next thing I heard after that was, I don't know your tolerance, or something like that.
Threshold. Basically what he said is basically what he was saying was that he's a liaison with the police. He'll be taking you back to the station, but he also wanted to make sure that the subject material of said investigation was nothing that you would balk at, that it was okay, because he did not know what state those girls were going to be found in. So, and he was pointing out to Fiona that you're a private investigator, so he assumes that yours is fairly high, but in frankness, he didn't notice what hers was, so he was finding out.
Yeah, and
Okay, Harry would just nod in agreement with what he said then.
yeah, Fiona, the formerly very silly happy-go-lucky girl, is a little. She's a little more serious now, and she's like, I can deal with that. You don't need to worry about me.
I'll smile at her. Okay, I'm not quite sure exactly how deep this is going to go. Again, these girls they're gone. We cannot find them. Investigators have been working since the first one went missing, when the second one went missing. They all have something in common, and so we realized that this is probably a serial case.
All right.
One of the girls was to be seen in the market. He'll shake his head. It fell in our laps.
And remind me, why do we think that this goes deeper than anything more mundane?
Well, again, one of the girls was seen in the market, and anytime that people start going missing, especially in a pattern, they'll kind of motion. Now, when security was
She'll know.
when the market's security was pulled in, and they looked for the girl, they couldn't find any trace, but there was at least 5 Hobbs who said they saw a girl that looked just like one of the girls that was missing. He'll pull out his notepad and kind of look up. He'll say it was Kayla Knight was the one that they noticed was that they thought they saw. She had a little. He'll point at his lip and he'll say she has a little scar on her lip, a little cut where she fell off a stool as a child.
Mhm. All right.
Now if I might just ask, you guys were talking about like market and hobs and stuff. I understand what a market is, but I'm assuming considering like this hob word was connected to it, it's something completely different than what I'm thinking of.
It just occurred to me you're not one of us. I didn't know how I didn't notice it. He'll kind of point him over. I know it was told to me. It's like, shit.
I, yeah, not one of you guys.
Don't think that's going to very much matter in the scheme of things, but seeing that you're going to be working with Miss Fiona, should Miss Fiona, or do you not know what the Goblin Market is? He'll kind of like, shit.
Fiona will nod and smile and say, I'm really well appraised of things.
Well, would you mind, he'll kind of point over at their wolfy friend. Would you mind keeping him abreast of any questions he may have?
Yeah, I can do that.
I can field this one if you want, but
I can handle it. She'll look over to Harry and say, Goblin Market, pretty much imagine what people now call a black market, except even further than that. This is some place where you can get almost anything and almost any price. We're not just talking about money here.
So it's like a black market, pretty much.
Fairly similar, yes.
Okay.
are you ready to go back to the office?
All right.
I'll kind of look over at the detective.
Uh,
Oh, do me one favor. Hold on one second. I gotta grab my charger. I'll be right back. You can talk though.
okay.
All right, cool. We'll just-
Actually, basically, all I heard was he'll look at the detective. Before that, you lagged out because it's starting to get bad again. Ugh.
Yeah, nah, they lagged out for me too. But we can she'll look over, kind of go silly again for just a moment, and ask, so I didn't know you were a private investigator in real life too.
It helps keep me in character, you know.
Oh, okay. So what came first, the acting or the private investigating?
Definitely the private investigating. I was just so good at it, and I made it look good. They offered me.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And he's still lying, by the way.
That's fine. She's going with it.
So he'll just look over it and just say, we didn't really properly introduce ourselves earlier, and I'm kind of one of those people who do that sort of thing. I'm Harry Harry, we'll get to last name later when I can.
Harry O'Shaughnessy is what I'm reading. Harry O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah, it's O'Shaughnessy.
But we'll just say that Harry said his name, and then Fiona will say, "Cool, Fiona Lawton."
Dom, by the way, will wave at them and introduce himself for the fuck of it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, I like that again, but I'm assuming everyone was just introducing themselves to one another.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Fiona introduced herself as Fiona Lawton. I'll type it in the chat if you need me to type it in the chat.
Okay. And he'll just kind of say, he'll just spell out his last name because he can't pronounce it.
Wait, he actually can't pronounce his name? Like in character?
In character, he cannot pronounce his last name just yet.
Okay. Fiona will respond with, "It's all right. I know that you have to go by an alias to, keep the paparazzi off your back." Still getting used to the new alias. It's all good.
God damn it, Till. Johnny's like dying over there, dear Lord.
I'm sorry.
He'll kind of give her this look of, how are you still keeping this up? But then he'll just reply, yeah, totally. John Smith not too long ago, but then my cover was broken, so now I'm Harry. And it was decided to give me weird, complicated last name, and I'm still getting used to it.
That's fair.
I don't know how Dominic is pulling off having a straight face right now, but he is. Apparently, he too also attended the Armana-Sante Clinic for Burning Intensity.
He he had to drop that glamour to get more dice to his subterfuge dice pool.
He's trying not to laugh so hard because he has some idea of what's actually going on, and it's killing him inside not to laugh. Your reaction is so much better.
I'm just so glad he doesn't pull the shit with Satoshi.
Oh my god.
Have plans for that shit.
Tim, no. Oh my god, no.
I'm not even in there, and I'm telling you, no, please don't. I watch the videos. Don't play with me. He'll So you will convene back at the fucking police station. Vroom vroom. Beep beep. He'll. If anybody needed rides, his CRV fits.
Cool.
So yes, he'll get you back to the police station. He'll gonna lead you through. Get coffee. Holy shit, more coffee. And he'll take you into his office. It's actually a little bit sizable for what it is. And you notice that there are, and this doesn't sound really strange, but there are toys in his office and like teddy bears and like things of that nature. Children's books, books on children, stuff like that. It occurs to you what he's the liaison for is the CPS actually. He basically whenever the cops have a situation where like a child is in danger and like they need somebody to basically come in and help the child in the situation, you know what I mean? He does that. Like he comes in and basically like if there's like a child that watched the fucking murder or something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Like he comes in and handles that. That's what he does. So he has children in his office frequently. Which is also why they turned over a case dealing with a bunch of shit fucking missing kids to him.
So this is the liaison's office, correct?
Yes, it is his office. Yes.
Is the liaison in the room right now?
It is because he's in the room.
Awesome.
He is the
Does
liaison.
the liaison have? Oh, Dominic is. I thought he was. I thought it was a separate dude. I'm sorry.
No, he is the liaison himself.
Oops.
But so he'll shut the door. It's kind of like taking your bra off. You're now free to speak as freely as you possibly want.
Okay. So if Fiona wants the door shut, she'll say, well, all right. I've never exactly been one for finding people, and I have to BRB right quick.
You're fine. Do. Hi, Harry.
Hello.
I'm gonna text you right quick.
Okay. Oh man. Might as well just take my phone off the charger real quick then.
Okay, sorry about that.
Hi, you're fine.
I'm back.
She will ask, do we have any kind of information on the ones that are missing, like their backgrounds or any of that?
He puts his hands on a big like file box, like each. There's like 14 of them, and no, there's like 15 or so of them, and some of them are stacked together, and then some of them aren't. And like he'll tell you, and they'll hand you like a paper that basically has 7 names on it, and the boxes have labels on it that correspond to the names.
Fiona will say out loud, actually, will say, this seems like a surprising amount of info for people that didn't have a lot of time to really get much of a background.
He'll shrug. I mean, the cops can do their job, just it's not turning up any answers whatsoever. I'm gonna put the names inside chat,
Alright.
by the way.
Okay. Awesome.
So he'll sit down at his desk, and what the boxes are on, like there's a conference table in the room, aside from his desk, and the boxes and stuff around a conference table.
Okay.
So, if possible, to just start, you said this lady, Knight, she was the one that was seen in the market. Is there a way that I could get there?
Sure. I mean, he'll point at Fiona. And Fiona's probably better to take you, but
Yeah, I can do that. I'm just gonna note I don't have very much experience with that market, but I can get you there.
He'll nod. The main market in Washington D.C. Is actually underground out of game.
Okay.
So the hedge to it is it's in like the underground tunnels that house old parts of the subway.
Yep.
So very similar.
Um,
Kim, if you read Harry Dresden, very similar to the way the markets are in Dresden.
Okay, yeah, I read a lot of Dresden.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, Tomas.
yeah, Fiona will say, just one word of advice for you, Harry. Make sure you don't need anything when you get down there.
Odd. Say, yeah, sounds like a good idea. I will definitely keep that in mind. Not stupid enough to take anything anyone's selling either. When possibly would you, just so I can get all my scheduling, when would you be able to, so we could check it out?
We could do this later today if need be, or tomorrow.
Uh, little busy tomorrow. Mm. But later this evening is fine, or the next day after tomorrow. Or tomorrow. Okay.
Yep.
Any sightings? My bad.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Sorry. So laggy. I'll just say, have there been any other sightings of the girls, and do you have of them? I'd like to run them through my computer and see if like any cameras or anything of.
He'll shake his head and he'll say everything that we have is in those boxes.
Okay. Through them for pictures of the.
Oh, were you asking if he had pictures of them?
Yeah, pictures.
Yes. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yes.
Hold
Hold on. You're lagging, but it's not so bad at times. He will say that there are pictures of them. They're in the boxes. That like each one, if there's a box that has a girl's name on it, there's probably a picture of her in it. There's a couple.
Fiona will ask, do we have last known sightings?
Oh, mad.
Those are always a good place to start.
With most of them. Some of them don't have a last known sighting. They just have a last known time.
That can still work, though.
He'll also he'll bring over some like notepads and pens and pencils, and he'll bring in like donuts and a pot of coffee. Now, I would love to keep helping you, and I can answer questions for you, but I do also, he's got like a stack of his own paperwork for like his job. I do have to get to that. So I'm here. I can help you if you need it, but you gotta start making investigation rolls.
Yeah, I think we can handle this.
So yeah, he'll let you know where the bathroom is. He's got like donuts and snacks, coffee, water, anything you possibly need. And he'll sit down and tuck into the paperwork he has to do. While you guys are working, I'm not skipping directly to it, I'm just letting you know for when it does happen. There are times when he'll have to hop up and answer someone's question, like outside the door, or like he may have to leave for like a quick moment to like handle a child that's in the station or something like that, but he always comes like right back. There is at one point where he brings a small girl in, like a little girl. He'll let you know that if he does that, like it's very important that you don't talk to her, or like he's the only one that's allowed to like speak to her because of HIPAA. And he'll just kind of sit there and comfort her and play games with her and like just be very warm and caring. And like the thing that they'll notice is anytime he's around a child, that just bitchy demeanor that he can kind of seem to come across as having just melts away. He turns into just a very warm, like caring figure when there's like a child involved. So, but he will basically let you guys tuck in and make your investigation rolls.
Okay.
So you guys can make this an extended roll. Each roll is an hour's worth of work.
Okay.
Are you with us, Kim, by the way?
Huh?
Are you with us, Kim? Okay.
Now,
So
question that I have with
sure.
with all the information that's been given to us and where we're at, do we get an equipment bonus?
Yes, you do. I was going to point that out. You do get an equipment bonus.
How many?
2.
Okay. And this is Wit's investigation?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So I get to roll 2 dice.
Damn.
2 full dice. What does Harry roll?
Investigation. I do not have investigation.
Pretty
Would
good.
my specialty in examining a crime scene or solving enigmas apply?
I would say solving enigmas actually would probably apply.
Sweet. That gives me 9 dice.
There is something also, Tim, if you want to do, you can do. You can opt to aid Harry if you want.
Okay. I've already made 2 rolls for the first
Okay.
my
Okay.
first 2 rolls.
Okay.
Know the rules for teamwork. If you're using the same rules for teamwork in New World of Darkness, which is my successes add to his dice pool.
You want to do that? You want to go ahead and do that?
I certainly don't mind. I have 1 success on each roll, so
Okay.
for the first 2 rolls Harry makes, he's going to get +1.
Okay. Yes. So Harry,
On top of it.
you get, so when you go to make your roll, you get the +2 for equipment, and you get another because Fiona's basically like helping your character.
Okay. That'll give me 10 dice. I really hope this doesn't. Please, dice gods.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Oh
3
boy.
successes on the first one. Here we go.
Then second roll. Oh,
Remember,
Was that 3?
this roller.
no, there's 4. Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8
All right,
so far.
Shit.
I roll. So we've done 3 hours and we've accumulated 8 successes. Yeah.
On 2 hours.
Okay. That's actually enough to pretty much give you everything that's here, to be honest, to be found in this information.
Okay. All right then.
Okay, so these are the things that your character noticed. 1, okay. You will you'll notice that the girls come from 3 different local schools. All of them. And they're fairly close to each other. The schools are Evans Middle School, Shaw Middle School, and Hart Middle School. That's Hart, H-A-R-T. I'll put in your notes. And also put which girl came from which school. The other thing that your characters notice is that they are all indeed between the ages of 15 to 11. One thing that you begin to piece together as you're going along is that the girls are roughly becoming younger in disappearance. As they begin to disappear, they're becoming younger. The other thing that your characters begin to pick up on is that they were all kidnapped between 4 and 5:30-ish p.m. And you notice that they all do have the same physical profile. They either all have blue or green eyes. They're all either, yes, by the way, all after school. They all either have very similar eye color, and they all have the same hair color. They have like just past their shoulder length brown hair. There doesn't seem to be any correlation in their home environment. Some of them come from single family homes. One of them comes from a same-sex male marriage home. They seem to, some of them have siblings, some of them don't. There doesn't seem to be any correlation there. They do all walk home. So basically, those are the similarities. As you look into it, the one thing that you do notice, and this is where you getting 8 successes, was bomb diggity. They all ride the same bus.
Oh,
They
it's
all-
like the loyalist is now the bus driver.
So, question.
Okay.
Since you said that they walked home, do they like do they walk to like the same like bus stop in like the city to get back home, or is this like the same like morning route?
It's the same morning and afternoon route. Basically, the bus comes, picks people off, drops them off at a point.
Oh, okay.
And they went missing from different points, but the one thing that your characters begin to realize, and this is a big bus route. Like it's actually a situation where it'll go to like Evans, pick up the girls, drop them off, go to like Shaw, pick up the girls, drop them off, or it'll go to like Shaw and Hart and pick up the girls and drop them off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I got
it's
you.
actually busy enough that, and the bus is packed enough that that's kind of not gone noticed that they're all riding the same bus. That's just something you notice, like when you're looking over their school paperwork, that they're all on the same bus.
My next question is this like is it like the city's bus transit system, or is this like the schools?
It is the cities, yes.
Okay, awesome. So if we could totally just hop on that bus.
I mean, you could totally hop on that bus, but I think they're going to notice Constantine.
Oh my god.
Fiona might be able to get away with it, but
Yeah.
not so much
absolutely.
John there.
Man. Whatever.
I mean, at least he's not a combat character.
Because he's
Reform
not a
listeners,
combat character.
Reform. Hugo Warform, how many dice do you roll? Anyway.
I don't know.
Because she's never done it.
Exactly. And I don't know the adages. In the paperwork and everything, I'm assuming they have, or actually, have they interrogated the bus driver yet? Yet.
No.
Shit, I don't know what
They
we
have
doing.
not. Yeah, because they haven't, because they didn't notice that tie.
Okay.
Like you guys are the ones that are like, you won! Ding ding ding!
look over to Fiona and kind of. I'm assuming they have this like on a board or something where they're just hacking it together and putting the pieces all together. So he'll point cartoonish looking like bus that he's drawn or she's drawn. He's not. So he'll just kind of like point to the bus on like this board. You thinking what I'm thinking on this?
I think so. Definitely gonna have to look into this bus route and this driver.
I'll look into the driver.
Generally, you can actually. You know what? No, Fiona can't do that yet. She'll look to Harry and she'll ask, "You think on the World Wide Web they post routes that buses go on, don't they?"
The school board website should have that. Yeah, I can.
Do you think you can pull its route up for me?
Definitely. Oh, he can still see their Fey means and everything.
Yes, it can.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't describe her Fey name to you.
Well, I've
Um,
been in a scene. She looks mostly the same except there are blackened patches of skin that lightning arcs of. Correct?
her eyes are a very stormy electric blue. Like it's almost as if there's electricity in her eyes, like in her irises.
You know what? And he'll pull out his laptop and he'll kind of look over to her and say, it's kind of good you're around if my laptop starts to die. Charge it. Actually, no, you'd probably blow it up. Never mind, Storm.
I would definitely blow it up.
Yeah. Hey, Storm, don't you worry. His laptop, because he carries that around. An intelligence or wits computer roll to just pull it up, or
Yeah, yes.
seeing hacking would not apply. Because he's not trying to hack into the. Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally looking at it right now at a game. I didn't have to hack the system. I just looked it up.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to check the search bar, which is something this character cannot do because reasons. Yet.
She'd probably blow up the computer.
I mean, on this character, she probably could blow up the computer.
Are you fucking serious? Holy shit, this bitch can't even type in a fucking search bar.
All bad.
0 motherfucking success.
Did you fail?
Failed the roll.
You failed?
No,
okay?
Can I spend like a willpower or something?
You can spend a willpower for your next roll. What it was is that your character, you hit up the Columbia Public School District bus route.
That's not what we needed.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute.
Is she looking over his shoulder and doing it for him?
Oh my god. No, wait a minute. Hey, Johnny.
Yes, darling.
Fiona just got 2 successes on a chance die.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Those moves.
And she just kind of like takes the computer and just kind of like, it looks like she's having a lot of trouble doing this. She doesn't even go to Chrome like a fucking normal person. She has to use Internet Explorer.
No.
Because she doesn't understand that Chrome is also a web browser, because she's like, it explores the internet.
He is watching in horror as he does this to his poor laptop.
Aren't you so happy you have an electronics workshop below your house now?
I mean, yeah, kinda. Watch it get like 50 bazillion viruses.
Sorry about that, but yeah, it definitely took her a couple of tries. First, she accidentally opened the task manager, and she got really confused.
It wants
Then
to
she
know if you
told-
want to extend your penis size.
Oh God! And she's like, "I don't have a penis. I don't know why it would advertise that to me. Although it might be advertising that to you. I wonder if the internet knows if you have a small penis." And she'll just look down at Harry's crotch and just kind of consider that, but then kind of get the thought out of her head before she actually finds Internet Explorer and looks this up.
Oh, God.
I don't. Oh, okay. No, he'll sit there and he'll take a sip of his coffee and he'll just be like, "Storm, okay, you probably aren't even using Chrome right now, so I don't know what sort of viruses you're putting on my computer.
What's
Well,
Chrome?
it's a web browser.
I'm using Internet Explorer. It explores the internet.
It explores the internet really badly, and so many viruses, which is probably why penis enlargement things are popping up. If you go on any website on Internet Explorer, that's probably what you're gonna get, no matter what.
Won something, by the way.
And I'll just say, I'll have you know.
It's like the bells and the whistles. You want $1,000. BB,
Hey, you won $1,000, Harry.
Didn't. Don't click that.
BB. Has to type this.
She didn't
Okay.
click it yet.
Put in your credit card number. It'll deposit right to your card.
I was gonna say, what, please, before you mess my computer up any further, can I just,
She found it, actually.
Yeah, I've like had it open.
She
You
has it
just
open.
kept telling-
It's just everything else is opening with it.
Yeah, you kept confusing me about this Chrome and Firefox nonsense. Why? I don't want to play a game called Firefox.
game, it's a web browser. It explores the internet.
And why isn't it called Internet Explorer? Firefox edition.
Internet Explorer was already trademarked.
By the way, when she's like coming up with these arguments, she actually sounds like she thinks she's smart as fuck right now.
I'm just. And he's just gonna text Dom and be like, "Yo, so I might need you to clean my computer later. This crazy chick's doing something to it."
He'll text back potassium.
Science jokes. You don't even want to know how many times my chemistry teacher did that to me this year. Asked me like, "Hey, can I do this?" And she's just like, "Potassium." I'm just like, actually, no. He'll actually then text back and say, "I didn't know you were a science nerd."
Fine, he'll text this back.
Oh my god, what's texting back? Okay. So, I guess as they're sitting texting, because it's a lot faster, he'll just kind of, while he's waiting for the reply, he'll look over, see that she's got it pulled up, and just say, yeah, there you go.
It lagged.
Hmm?
You lagged.
Okay. As he was waiting for the reply from Dom, and kind of like memorize the bus route in his head. I said,
Fiona's gonna write it down because yeah.
I am going to, out of game, make your fucking day.
"What did you do?"
This is what hits his phone. Exactly this. Yes, I'm aware, by the way, of the correlation. I chose that specific look for a reason.
And he will send back. Find it.
Dominic will look up at them both, by the way, like they both need Jesus. But it's amusing. He loves it.
As Dominic
Oh
gives
my
her
Jesus.
the look, respond with, "Did I make another folk pace?"
What? Oh, no.
Faux pas?
That's not how it's pronounced.
Oh my
And why is
god.
there an X at the end?
Because it's French. French. Okay, have you not seen a French word? Like, okay, let me tell you about some French words right now.
You can't say your last name, Dominic will say to him.
That's true. You can't say your name. I understand that you're a big time actor, but directors were there to help you pronounce things.
Say, listen, Storm. Working on it. It's a really weird last name. It's yeah, okay. It's Irish. I don't deal with Irish things. I was fucking born in Nebraska. Okay, Nebraska. This is.
Yes, I know how to spell Nebraska.
You probably don't know how to spell my last name, even if I could pronounce it right. Because
You
you
know
know what?
what?
It's got extra add. You know what? It's got extra letters added in there, like all French words except Irish.
Oh, hey, Kim, I just made an academics check.
Oh my
Jonah totally spelled his last name right.
My question is though is he can't even pronounce his last name, so how is she spelling it?
Because Dominic said it.
Yep.
Oh.
Earlier, Dominic said it.
She holds it up. And you know what? Fuck it. Hold on. Let
Oh
me
my
be that
God.
bitch. Rolling academics again. Okay,
Yeah, you
awesome.
gonna
She
try
got
to-
another one. She writes it out in the phonetic alphabet, and then she's like, "This is how you pronounce it." I grew up in New York. You know you're Irish.
Then look back up to her and say, faux pas, right? Besides, I don't really need to pronounce my last name all that much, because I can just go and ask the guy himself, like whenever I want. That.
I mean, if you want to run a successful business and a good acting career, it may be good to pick a simpler last name. Maybe O'Connor.
I'll say, look, the last name, it would still be Jones.
Jones is also a good last name. Also, Dresden. I've always liked the name Dresden. And Constance.
I can't deal with you today, Tim.
This is your fault. Was going on. Take that face claim.
Whatever.
This was on you.
Nah, dude. I'll just kind of say, I'm nothing. Like, okay, Justin's an okay name. Not for me. This sounds like some weird ass name, to be honest. And Constantine is, I mean, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you learn how to pronounce your last name soon. I suggest studying this, and she'll slide him the paper where she wrote down his last name and the phonetic spelling of it.
And you know what? He'll write down faux pas, spelling of faux pas, and slide it over to her.
I'm gonna roll chance die again. Run. Please botch. Damn it!
Do you know how badly Dominic is trying not to correct her and say that it's fox paws?
Dear Lord.
Oh man, that's pretty bad. She'll just say, about that. Like, I mean, faux pas just really doesn't fly off the tongue as well.
Because you're saying it very choppy. It's faux pas.
Because it's French.
That sounds the same.
No. Look at my mouth. And I'll kind of lean in. Faux pas.
Faux pas.
See?
I mean, is that how the French pronounce it?
I'm not French.
French probably say it in French, and it probably would be something like Tim. Words are weird.
Think on it for a moment. He doesn't know French. Oh, you know what? I just realized a fucking antiquarian. Let me be smart about this.
You get, what is it, academics and investigation roles? You get pluses too?
Yeah. He'll sit back and he'll think about it. Kind of look up.
You know what? She's just gonna look this bitch up in a dictionary. She just needs to know once and for all.
Oh God.
She looks it up. So she looks it up. She has a success. She's like, oh, that's weird. Why is there an X at the end?
Because it's like
It's French.
Yeah. It's like he'll think Bo or go.
Or
Cinderella?
Gotro.
Gotro.
Wait. Bo is French?
Yeah, babe.
That's not
Bobaton?
how Bo is spelled.
He's like trying to think of other like UX words. God, I'm so happy I'm from Louisiana right now at a game.
Robichaux.
Yeah.
Fauché.
What?
Boudreaux.
Bow tie? The word bow tie. Bow.
Arsenault.
Not how Bo is spelled.
Yeah, no, that's it's yeah, he's naming off other OX words.
So glad I have a list. Like I've made a list of Louisiana surnames and pronunciations.
And then there's Melanson. Fuck that. Why do we all have an aunt that's last name was Melanson at one point? Why? I want to know as people why.
I never did.
Look hard enough, girl.
Maybe. Storm. Richard? It looks like Richard. Richard.
Richard.
Don't even get me started on the name Richard. Dick was a perfectly acceptable nickname until I don't know when.
So Dominic head decks so hard you're fairly certain you're glad he can heal himself. He just gives up. He just lifts his head back up and kind of rests his chin on his arms. I find it really funny, actually, right now that this character is a Blackbird Bishop. I just realized that. Am I still here?
Yes.
You are.
So, do you guys want to wrap up for now and continue on tomorrow?
Yes, I'm actually past when I need to go to bed.
Yes, I was noticing that. So, we will pause there with her having had her world shattered and now learning how to say faux pas. And hopefully Dominic learning how to say Osai Guinnessy soon. And pick it up probably in the AM. So, thank you players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. Have a good night.